In today's video, we're going to talk about 6 tips to creating clarity with your health and fitness goals. One of the biggest challenges that people actually have is that they're not really clear on what they want to accomplish. They're not really clear on the goals that they have. So I'm going to share with you 6 tips that I personally used for creating clarity with my personal goals. So let's get into it. But first,
You can watch me grow.
the first challenge that a lot of people really have is that their goals are not really well defined. They're not sure what they want to accomplish. They know that they want to accomplish something, but they're not exactly sure what that something is. It's either really widespread, they want to accomplish a whole bunch of things and create a little overwhelm in their life, or it's super, super broad and they just want to accomplish one thing, but that one thing is not well defined. So being well defined and creating the clarity in that well-defined goal that you want to accomplish is going to be probably the first super important thing that you're going to want to do. Number 2, write it down and review it daily and be specific when writing it down. Simply just writing down, I want to lose weight, super, super broad. It's not going to be a super well-defined written statement because again, if you were to lose half a pound, then you would have accomplished that goal. And then what are you working towards? So writing down specifically what your goal is and reviewing it daily is going to be key. And for number 3, present it in the positive always. Here's where the wording usually gets a lot of people because they tend to focus on what they're not gonna do. Like, I'm not gonna eat bad food, or I'm not gonna eat sugar, or I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. And it's a lot of focus on the negative. So instead of focusing on what you're not going to do, focus on what you are going to do. So if you're not going to eat junk food, or you're not going to eat foods that you know you shouldn't be eating, instead of saying I'm not going to eat that certain food, try saying it in a positive. I am going to eat foods that fuel my body. I am going to eat high protein because it's more satiating for me and I need it to build muscle. I am going to consume the foods that are going to provide the macro and micronutrients to my body. I am going to drink 2, 3, 4 liters of water a day, whatever your number happens to be. I am going to go to the gym and work out today, or I am going to do a home workout today. I will eat the foods that fuel my body. I will do the workout that makes me strong. I will do the workout that gives me energy. I will eat the foods that are going to give me energy. I will, not the negatives and not the I won'ts. And number 4, have a realistic deadline for the completion of the goal. And when I say realistic, it's like, it could be on both sides of the spectrum. It could be like too soon, be like, I'm gonna lose 100 pounds in 1 month. I mean, I guess, or I'm gonna lose, 30 pounds in 10 years. You could probably do that second one pretty easily. But that first one, 100 pounds in a month, super not realistic. And it's gonna be super disappointing when you don't reach the end of that goal, kind of setting yourself up, right? So make the goal have a realistic deadline for the end of its completion. Number 5, have a strong why. And this one's gonna be super, super important. Maybe it should have been number 1 or 2, but having a strong why is gonna be the important factor here because you're gonna want something that's going to have you waking up in the morning and taking action. The why needs to be the thing that's going to, when you don't wanna do the thing because you're not gonna wanna work out every day. You're not gonna wanna eat the things that you know that you should be eating to fuel your body and to be healthy. You're not gonna wanna do that every day. You're not gonna wanna do mindset practices every day. There's lots of things that you're not gonna wanna do every day. So having a strong why is gonna be the thing that ties your emotion to why you're doing these things that you know you need to be doing every day. And it's going to get you to make the correct choices every day, day in, day out. If you don't have a strong enough why and you're just like, I wanna lose weight or I wanna work out for no particular reason at all, it's not really gonna be a thing that wakes you up in the morning and has you jumping out of bed to be like, I'm ready to take action. No, it's gonna have you being like, maybe tomorrow. I'll do that tomorrow. Not today, I don't feel like it. Because whenever you wake up, and you will wake up with those I don't feel like it days, if your why is not strong enough to keep you taking action towards your goals and accomplishing them, if it's not strong enough, those days that you don't want to do it, you're not going to do it. And that's how that works. So make sure your why is strong enough to have you doing the things you know you need to be doing on the days that you don't want to do it. Most important thing. And number 6, make the goal challenging but realistic. Don't overwhelm yourself with all of these goals all packed into one. Focus on 1 or 2 things. And then once we start getting closer to accomplishing the one, we might add in another micro one, but don't have like 10 goals that you're gonna wanna accomplish all at once, because it's gonna overwhelm you and you're not gonna accomplish any of them most likely. It's one after the other, focus on one thing, accomplish, next thing, accomplish. Little micro things along the way will pop up whether they were your goal or not, and your goals will change and you'll add to them as soon as you start getting into the process and you start loving the process. It may take a little while to start loving the process. Believe me, habit creating, not an easy thing to do. And in the beginning, you may hate it, like a lot, but then you start to love it because results start to flow in. So the challenging but realistic one, number 6, is challenge yourself along the way, but don't make it too overwhelming to where you're gonna wanna give up and quit on yourself because you've added too many goals in and made the journey unrealistic for you. So if you like these videos and you want to hear about more tips like these in future videos, go ahead, subscribe down below, throw me a like, a share if you want, share it with your friends, but definitely subscribe because there's going to be more videos on tips and tricks that I used in my personal journey to help me lose over 80 pounds and gain muscle and become stronger. Until next time, see you next week.